thinking about failure, we're thinking about passing, right? Operations and supply chain management is the one I've got the exam for. I didn't find my balance before Christmas about what I should prioritise. Like, if I don't work this day, a certain day, then because after this year, what are you gonna have except a normal life? Hello and welcome back to my channel and to another video. It is very late. I am filming this at 11:15 at night, but I haven't had time all day to film a video, and I know I didn't need to get a video up this week if I didn't have to, if I couldn't even. This is literally just a hobby, but I really wanted to. I promised myself in my head, I didn't put this in my goals, that I'm going to try and get a video up at least once a week, every week this year. And I have been revising all day because I have an online exam tomorrow. The day you're watching this, I've had an online exam, and I'm travelling back home, so I don't even have a time after that to film and then get it up. And I wanted to get it up tomorrow because Thursday I'm probably going to be hungover, then I'm going out again, and then Friday I'm going to be probably hungover. I'm going to get my hair done, and I'm going to chill at home with my parents for a bit, and then I'm travelling back to Portsmouth on Saturday, so it's just easier to get it done now whilst I have the time. So I am in my pyjamas. I've actually been in my pyjamas all day. These are new pyjamas and they're really cute and I love them. And I'm just going to have a chitty chat video with you, just a chill one. So before we get into it, please give me a huge thumbs up. Please comment down below. I don't know why I say huge. Please give comment down below. Please subscribe and follow my socials, which I link down below. And let's just get into the video. Okay, so I was going to write notes for this video, but I literally just came up with this idea about 10 minutes ago, and I was about to write notes, and I was like, you know what, if I write notes we're going to be here for another 20 minutes, so I decided not to. So I'm going to wing it and just speak to you honestly. This is like going to be my honest opinion of how I'm feeling, like what third year, especially this is my third year realities, and I wrote down a title on this, and I need to get a drink. I'm so ill. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper even though I shouldn't be ill. But oh well. I wrote this down literally a second ago, so I was going to remember what I wrote down. Sorry. Third year realities, that's right. So I'm just going to say about my third year realities, because you know, you go into third year, you're optimistic about it because it's your final year, it's your last year to do great, and you know, you should be excited for it because after this year, what are you gonna have except a normal life, a job hopefully, and you've got to think about where you want to be in the future. I don't know like where I'm sitting. Oh my god, there's so much on my phone. Everything is in my way. Anyway, sorry, I moved. But I feel like when you go into third year, it's a lot more daunting and petrifying and hectic and crazy, and I thought, why not just update you all on how I'm finding third year and what I think about it and the realities of it, because I was so excited for third year. Like, when summer came, I literally finished second year exams and felt lost. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. And I was like, over summer I was like, I'm so ready for third year, I'm excited, this is going to be a great year. Like, I was determined to make it the best year I've had. Got into third year, I had the first day of it, and I was like, and everything just went. I started off like up high, like hear about it, so excited, and then by the end of the first day of lectures I was like, yeah, I'm stressed already and it's been one day. So I do think like it is a lot of things to be excited for, but as soon as you get into it, it's like the daunting of it. And I think the first of all is the rush of getting everything. Like, there's so much to get done in third year. Like, you've got so much coursework plus your dissertation. So my course I've mentioned this in vlogs, and I think I might have mentioned it in a video, I'm not sure. So my course this year it used to be all units throughout the whole year from September to May. Now this year it has become a new thing. Like, each term you do, first term you do 2 units plus your dissertation for the third year. I don't know what it's like for second year. I think you get first term you do something, but yeah, for my year it's first term you do 2 units plus your dissertation, second term you do another 2 units and your dissertation. And it's like that seems all well and good in the minds of people at first, until you then realise how much that means you've got to squish it into a small amount of time. So this time last year I had one piece of coursework due in over the 2 weeks we had off, the 2 consolidation weeks straight after the Christmas break. This year I have had one piece of coursework that was due in yesterday, an online exam the day you're watching this, I have an online test to do by the 20th, and I have another piece of coursework due in on the 17th. Plus I've still got to work on my dissertation. But once that online test is done, that's all my units apart from dissertation done from last term. And then then when I start back on the 20th, I have another 2 units that I start, and that finishes in May. And as much as it seems like it's a longer time, it really isn't. I have 5 months left of uni. 5, maybe 6, but probably 5 more months left of uni and I'm done. And it is a lot of stress because you've got so much work to get done, and it's not just the stress of that you've got so much work to get done, it's the stress of knowing you want to do the best you can, because it isn't about getting a 2-2 or a 2-1. You want to do the best you can because this is your final grade, this is your final thing to get your degree that is going to get you somewhere in the future, hopefully. And it means the stress of pushing yourself to do that, work that hard. And it's trying to find, the next thing I find is third year, it's the hardest thing to do, is to find the time to do everything and have a social life on top of it. So for me this year, I have a job. This is the first year at uni I've actually had a job whilst at uni, and it is tough trying to work out what is my balance, because I'm a worker, I love to work, definitely like going to work, and if I over Christmas I did a voluntary job and I loved going. I used to work in Shoe Zone, and I didn't love the job, but I loved going to work. It was something I always enjoyed. Maybe it's the idea of earning money, or no, it's just the idea of doing something and being around people. I don't like sitting in a room doing uni work all day, and I couldn't find my balance before Christmas about what I should prioritise. Like, if I don't work this day, a certain day, they're going to be left without one person, and I kept worrying about what it's going to be like for them and how my money is going to go down if I cut down my hours. But then I realised, as much as money is very helpful when you're a student, so is getting your work done and you need your time. So I've cut my hours down, so hoping that's going to help. But trying to do that and balance the social life as well is very, very difficult when you've got a degree to get and you're in your final year. But you've also got to realise you can't. I've got to realise I can't just spend my whole time behind a computer. You've got to give yourself time to have fun and socialise and do things with others. Even if that's just with my housemates or with my best friends or with my work friends or just by myself. Something like that. It's like in Sims, they have the needs of what they need, and in order to stay happy, you've got to be socialising with them, they've got to do something fun. Sounds so stupid to relate to Sims, but it is kind of a thing. You don't realise it until you're actually in the point of like running yourself down. So it is finding time, is the idea. The realities of it is it's very hard to find that time to socialise. I just don't have it as much as I wish I did. Like, I've actually gone out a lot in first term. I'm not out, but like done things sociable. But I felt bad for taking those days to be sociable because I felt I had loads of work to do and I didn't do it because I went out and did something. So it was really weighing up what you can and can't do and figuring out what you've got to do. Another reality of third year is that it is coming to an end. That hit me very quickly into first term, and I got really worried that I wouldn't be doing anything great when I graduate. I would not have no idea what I want to do. Still don't really have much of an idea what I want to do, so it's great. Another daunting thing is thinking, oh, I leave, I'll be graduating in July and I'll be moving back home. What if people from uni forget about me and, want nothing to do with me now that we're out? Because, never know what's going to happen. I know that all my friends said they'll never forget about me, but what it's like, people drift apart, and it scares me. But at the same point, I've got to be positive and optimistic, thinking, these friends I've made, if they really were my friends, it wouldn't make a difference. And I think, considering I made some good friends at work as well, it does think to me, I do think, like, once I graduate, I'm not going to be living in Portsmouth, which means I won't be working with these people anymore, which means I might not have the friends I have anymore at work. But at the same point, again, if they were really my friends, they'll find a way to stay in contact with me and we'll still meet up. I said I'm going to come back to Portsmouth a few times when I've graduated, probably once I've got a job and stuff. But it's the fear of knowing You're not going to be in your little uni bubble. And I think the other thing for me is going back home and not being independent, because when I'm at home, as much as I love my parents and I love being at home sometimes, I can deal with being at home for 2 weeks, and then once the 2 weeks starts to come to an end, I'm like, okay, I really need to get back to Portsmouth now. I can't deal with being at home anymore. I get so irritated and just not, I don't feel comfortable there. Not because I don't like home. I've lived in that flat for my whole life since I was born. Well, 3 months old apparently. So basically, since I was a baby, I've lived in that flat and I haven't moved. That room has been my room since I was 3 months old, and I haven't moved from that room. My room has obviously changed in times, but it hasn't been not my room. Like, I've always had that room, always. So it's like, for me, that is meant to be home, but it doesn't feel like it now that I've gotten to come to uni. I really feel comfortable on my own, and I know I'm planning to try and move out when I go back, but obviously I need to have a job, I need to have an income, and I need to be stable enough to go, okay, I can rent a place and still live and pay for food and pay bills. Because I ain't gonna lie, the amount of times I've been at uni and struggled with that, and I have a loan coming in. But you know what, it's the point of, like, it is something I need to start thinking about. I need to start thinking about my independence, what I need, because I don't want, but it's the same thing as, like, what worries me is going back home and how my life is going to change again. Because I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and if I'm still working at Hollywood Bowl, I don't know. Who knows what's going to be doing? It's a fear of, like, all this is something you've got to consider whilst in third year, and everyone tells you don't need to think about it right now. And it's all well because you don't actually need to think about it straight away when you start third year. You don't have to think about it now, but a lot of graduate jobs start, like, they want you to apply now, and they have end dates, and it's great. Like, if you want, and say I haven't found one I really want yet, so it's fine. But there are some that could be ones you really want, and you have to apply before Christmas, and then you got people say, you don't need to worry about it right now. I was like, yeah, but then my dream job could be gone because I haven't applied for it. So there's a lot to think about. Even if people tell you you don't need to think about it right now, it is something that's constantly in your mind, knowing that at the end of this year, what are you doing? Are you doing a master's? Are you going to travel? Do you have the money to travel? Do you have the money to do this and that? And it is a lot. But in the same breath, something you have to accept as a student is that it is going to come to an end at some point, and it doesn't matter how scared you are, you're going to have to accept it. And that's why this year I've decided, no matter how stressful third year gets to me this year and how hard it's going to be, I'm not going to let it put me down. I'm going to stay positive and know that it will all work itself out in the end. It always does. Things always work itself out. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you'll figure it out in time. Nothing will happen miraculously overnight, unfortunately, but it will happen eventually, and when it does, you've worked for it. So actually, that is my third year realities, is just how stressful third year has been. I have nearly finished the first term stuff, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So just also break it down what I'm doing this year, just to kind of give you insight of what I've done the first term, what I'm doing the next term. First term I did 2 units called Operations and Supply Chain Management and Discrimination and Conflict Law. I've actually finished Discrimination and Conflict Law because I submitted a piece of coursework and I have nothing else for them to do. Unless I completely fail, but I don't know if I'd have to retake, but that's different. We're not thinking about failure, we're thinking about passing, right? Operations and Supply Chain Management is the one I've got the exam for, the watching this, the online test, and the piece of coursework that's due in, and I need to look at it again, but that's another thing to look at. I got my dissertation, which is based around social media and fast fashion. It's more based around how social media influencers and why people are impacted by social media influencers to purchase fast fashion. So I've got to work on that, but I'm actually feeling more motivated to do it now. Just haven't had the time to even look at it recently because of all this other deadlines coming up. So, yay. And the next 2 units I'm going to be studying, starting the 20th of January, is strategic management, which is a core unit. I didn't choose it, I had to do it, but it's fine. It sounds interesting. I've got the textbook, I bought it for my friend who did our course last year. He graduated in summer from business and management, so he did it last year. And then my other unit is project management for enterprise, which I'm actually kind of excited for. It seems interesting and I can't wait So there's that. But yeah, so that is my third year realities. Sure there's more, but I can't think of them, and I feel like, because right now I'm in a positive mood, I can't think about it. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope it shed some light about what third year is kind of like for some people, especially for me. But I'm going to look forward to the rest of the next 5 months, because once they're over, I'm not going to have it again unless I do another undergraduate degree for another 3 years. But anyway, do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a huge thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe. And I will see you again next week with another video, which should be what I got for my birthday. So please look out for that.